welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to be doing this makeup look right here. I'm calling it like a bronzy gold brown makeup tutorial, like monochromatic kind of look, because I don't know, I don't really have like much color on my face besides bronzy colors, because I just love my neutrals and my golds. And yeah, so I purchased the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place, and I wanted to create a look with it because it's absolutely stunning. It's just like your perfect like a neutral palette. You have a little pop of like copper and a little bit of like a burgundy in here, and I just feel like it's a gorgeous palette. It's definitely missing a few colors for my personal use, but it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop blabbing now. If you guys are interested in how to get this look, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so we're pretty much just gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the eyes first because I did prep my skin, and I just want to make sure that my moisturizer and everything is nice and soaked into my skin before I do any face products. So I already have my brows on. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean them up with some concealer. This is the Smashbox Concealer. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my MAC 24-Hour Extended Eye Base. So once I'm done with that, I'm just going to go ahead and set everything with a translucent powder. You can use whatever kind of powder you want. You can use a bone colored shadow if you want as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and grab my RCMA No Color Powder and just pretty much set everywhere. I'm even going to set up to the brow bone so that concealer doesn't move. So for the eyeshadow, I'm so excited. I'm going to be using the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place, and this palette is just absolutely stunning. Like, when I swatched these, I was like, I need to put these all over my lid. So I'm really excited, and yeah. So the first shade I'm going to dive into is this one, and we're just going to go ahead and throw this in our crease. And to do that, I'm going to use a Morphe R38 brush. You guys know this is like my favorite brush recently. So good. And I'm going to be pretty messy with this, honestly. I'm not being too precise. I'm going to have most of the product in the crease and then kind of wing the shadow out just a little bit. I'm going to go in with a winged liner today, but it's going to be a brown winged liner, and I'm so excited. I'm generally excited to film today. I haven't filmed in like a hot minute. I'm just building up this crease color until I get it as intense as I want it to be. The only downside of this palette is that it doesn't have like a bone colored shadow for me to like blend the transition shade up to the brow bone with, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So for all over the lid, I'm going to go ahead and grab this color on a flat brush. I'm just taking a flat brush. This is from like the Urban Decay Naked palette, and I'm picking up the product. I'm going to try it out dry first, see how it applies, and if I feel like I want it a little bit more pigmented, I'm going to go ahead and add some Fix Plus to my brush. I'm not going to bring it in all the way into that inner corner area. The pigmentation with a brush is not bad at all. I am going to go in with just this dark brown for the outer corner really fast. I thought I wanted to do something else, but I just changed my mind. So I'm just going to take that dark brown and just start blending that in the outer corner area. See how these darker matte shades blend. They blend nicely. Not as much kickback as I thought there would be. And then I'm going to go back in with that blending brush with no additional product on it and just keep on blending it back and forth. So I'm just going to spray my brush. I don't have Fix Plus near me. I'm just going to use whatever setting spray I have. I'm going to spritz my brush and go back in with that gold shade and really intensify this on the lid. I'm even going to drag it over that dark shadow that we put in the outer corner, and even a little bit into the crease, not so much. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to turn my brush over to the other side because it's cleaner. I'm going to spritz my brush. I'm going to dry for a second, and I'm going to go in with that very first shade. It's like a champagne-y gold. It's really pretty. And I'm going to put that on the inner half of my lid. So that inner corner where we put no product, it's a little bit more pinky than I thought it was going to be. So to me, this one kind of looks like a duochrome effect. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see that? How it's kind of picking up pink, but it looks gold too. So I'm just going to go back in with that gold right here and throw it all over my lid because I'm not really liking that. I think it looks odd. I'm just going with this pretty much all over my lid, which is what I really wanted to do initially. I've just been like dreaming of like a really gold foiled eye makeup look. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit more of that dark brown shade and maybe just like a dab of this darker brown and just throw that in the outer corner. These shades are blending really nicely. There's some fallout on my face, but I'm not mad at it. I usually have fallout on my face. So I'm actually going to go in with a wing, but it's not going to be like a black wing and a stark wing. It's going to be a brown one. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Maybelline Eye Studio, and this is in the shade brown. And I'm going to go ahead and do a wing with this. It's pretty precise. I'm actually going to use this e.l.f. brow brush. It's an e.l.f. 203 brush. It's one of their newer ones. I've been liking this for brows, but when I washed it, I haven't used it since. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of that on my brush. I'm just going to start on the lash line, pushing the product in between my lashes and just getting a thin line on my lid. I just pulled it out, extended it out from my lower lash line, and then I dragged it down to my lid to connect it. Now I'm just filling the wing in. I like doing my wings with my eyes open because I have a lot of folds on my lid, and I want to make sure that, you know, when my eyes are open, the fold isn't covering it or anything like that, you know. Feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about it. So I am applying Intoxicating with my House of Lashes lash glue because I can't get a freaking pair of lashes to stay on my lids. Okay, now that I finally have lashes on, I'm going to go in with my usual face primers. I'm going to go in with my usual face primers, my two Faced HangoverRX. And then I'm just going to go ahead and bathe myself in my primer water. For foundation, I'm going to go ahead and use my MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. This is in the shade NC20, by the way. And I'm no longer self-tan. And this foundation does oxidize. I feel like I'm just going to skip concealer for the rest of my life in my videos, because we should all know what it is by now. Shape Tape. I'm going to bring a little bit on the sides of my nose, forehead, chin. And then I'm also going to bring a little bit around my nose because I have a little bit like of a cold. I'm just going to take a clean brush and just make sure the concealer is blended in here. And then to set the under eye area, RCMA No Color Powder. I'm running so low. Some powder on my Luxie brush. This is a precision foundation. Ooh! I'm just going to take a dual fiber brush and make sure all of that excess powder is gone. So I'm going to highlight first, and I never highlight first. I feel like I never highlight first, but I'm going to use this guy. This is by Dose of Colors. This is the Supreme Highlighter, and this is in a new shade. This isn't Gold is the New Black. This is Milk and Honey. So this is what it looks like. It's such a gorgeous shade. It's so soft and buttery. So this is what it looks like. And my friend actually picked this up for me. Here's a swatch of it. So beautiful. Anyways, so I'm going to use this. I'm not going to use a lot of it because as I've been using it the past few days, you could definitely tell that there's like a patch. I don't want to say a patch, but like you could tell, you know? So I'm just going to take it on my Morphe fan brush. This is an M497. And I'm going to hit the tops of my cheekbones with it at first. It's a gorgeous highlight. Really, really pretty. I'm going to show you what it looks like with a more precise brush. M501. Take it and grab it. And I'm going to throw it on the apples of my cheekbones. Like, it's more of like a yellow gold highlight rather than like a bronzy gold highlight. I'm going to add my bronzer and my blush now. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. This is the shimmer one. This is a very like monochromatic goldy bronze makeup look. So I want to keep it in that zone. And I'm going to apply it with a MAC 135 brush. I'm just going to start warming up the skin. The shimmer in this bronzer really does not bother me. I know I mentioned this a lot on my channel, but it really doesn't bother me. I just feel like there's a sheen to the bronzer, but it's not like overly shimmery, you know? Like there's no chunks of glitter in it. I feel like when you're blending it out, the shimmer kind of just like dissipates, you know? So I'm just bronzing up my forehead a little bit. I love this bronzer. I love it in the summer. I'm going to go in with this Ulta Velvet Blush, and this is in the shade Sunglow, and it's a really gorgeous bronzy shade, and it's really pigmented, so I'm just going to take a little bit of it on MAC 137. Got some shimmer in it. That's okay. And I'm just going to throw it in the apples of my cheeks. So for my lower lash line, I'm going to go ahead and grab a mix of these two shades. Like this is a little bit more coppery and a little bit more foiled, and this one's just like a satiny one. So I'm going to mix them together because I really, really like the colors. I'm going to push this up against my lower lash line. Tad bit of this one and this one. When you blend it out, you're going to lose some of that sparkle and colors. Just go ahead and pick up the flat definer again and just push them in again to the lower lash line. A little bit of mascara. For the lip, I'm going to go ahead and grab this Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. This is new, I believe, and this is in the shade Knock on Wood. This is such a gorgeous color. Spritz your face. I just want to spruce up the eyes a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and grab Midnight Cowboy by Urban Decay, the glitter liner, and I'm just going to like sporadically put this on my lid, and then just like kind of tap it out with my finger if I can even reach in there with my nail, just for like a little bit of spunk, you know, like. And then I'm just going to look down and let that dry a little bit. And for an inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with Oh Darling. Spruce up that inner corner just a wee bit. Actually going to go back in with the darkest brown in the palette and a little tiny brush, a Luxie 231. I'm going to pick up just a little bit of that in this outer crease area. Okay guys, so this completes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see next. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!